Angry guy here, and today I'm going to discuss with you how 30% of Americans have reported that they cannot pay their normal expenses without a second job. Yeah, that is absolutely insane, but that's what's happening around us right now. Thanks to these patrons, and of course, special thanks to these patrons right here. Mickey Turner, Sharky, GNU, Link Neurons, Cryptonomy Royal 2.5, B-Backs, Brian APR Jabarto, David Herrera, Deadloss, Gabriel Prince, Goo Monster, Hansky, Iceberg 88, John Charles Clark Jr., Joshua Flores, Levi Abram, Nature Monk, Raymond Zuniga, Red Pill Blue Mage, Shane Everett, CPO Americana, Scott Hinman, Thomas Danielle, Timothy Bruce Leoza, David Strong, Tim Myers, and Dadley D. Utley. I want to thank you all for your continued support. All right, guys, so we're just going to jump into this. This is an article that's actually popped up today, and it's on CNBC as well as Market Watch. And what the findings are is that a significant number, 30% in fact, not 30% of millennials, 30% of Americans, okay? 30% of Americans, so you can figure that millennials probably make up like 75% of that. But 30% of Americans have reported that they cannot pay their rent. They cannot pay for normal expenses without working a second job. 30%. It's now at an all-time high as people are in an economy where they're saying that the unemployment rate is 3.6%. They said that we have an unemployment rate of 3.6%. And 30% of Americans cannot pay their normal expenses. We're talking about their rent, buy food, without working a second job. 30%, okay? So you can see from these numbers that the country is in terrible shape. We are literally in the midst of, like I said, the last recession never ended, okay? Now think about this. When 30% of Americans cannot pay their rent, cannot buy food, cannot afford their normal expenses without working a second job, what do you think happens when the layoffs start? Because that's what's going to begin. What do you think is going to happen when the layoffs start going around? Okay, and there's even fewer jobs. A lot of you guys watching right now are going to end up losing your jobs. We just have to be very honest about that. A lot of you are not going to be able to keep your jobs because in a bad economy, they start laying everyone off. Guys, it doesn't matter where you work, all right? If you're not working for yourself, then you are going to be in a world of difficulty. Here's the article. Nearly 1 in 3 American workers with a side hustle still struggles to make ends meet. Despite a healthy economy and growing labor force, this is a joke, all right? 3.6% unemployment rate. What they do now, don't forget, is that they basically, if you give up on looking for work, they say, oh, you're no longer unemployed. So basically, that's just a lot of people who just said, yeah, we've given up. But anyway, let's continue on with this because this is a joke. Crypto's actually going up right now. Ooh. Wow, guys, Bitcoin just took a huge jump at the time of making this video. Okay, so despite a healthy economy, growing labor force, the media is lying to us, 3 out of every 10 Americans, all right? So about 30% to be exact, 3 out of 10 Americans who have taken on a side hustle say they need that second job to simply make ends meet. That's according to Bankrate.com latest side hustle surveys that could actually be higher than 3. Of 2,550 full-time and part-time working adults conducted online in early May, though the economy is strong, many Americans are finding it necessary to work on the side to make ends meet, said Amanda Dixon, an analyst for the personal finance website. Okay? This one person, Christian, says, I barely live paycheck to paycheck, barely. The average side hustler brings in an extra $1,122 per month, working 12 additional hours a week, Bankrate said. With 2/3 of survey participants While two-thirds of survey participants said their extra income accounts for less than half of their monthly earnings, nearly 1 in 3 said the extra cash is needed to pay regular living expenses. Millennials are the most likely age demographic to take advantage of the gig economy. The survey found with 31% of young adults, those between the ages of 23 and 38, saying 38 is a young adult, saying they earn extra money on the side to boost their savings. That number drops for their parents and grandparents to 16% of Gen X and 18% of baby boomers respectively. So everyone's doing pretty bad. Everyone's doing bad. Like the boomers aren't saving any money. So, I was saying that we're going to see a lot, rates of homelessness were going to increase. And I said that, a lot of boomers were struggling as well. But I mean, this is beyond belief. Wow. Teachers work 3 jobs. I get paid for 190 calendar days, but I work way beyond that, said Gloria Brown, a math teacher at Colleton County Middle School in Walterboro, South Carolina. Brown said that although the academic year is coming to an end, her work is far from done. Most teachers spend their time outside of the classroom coaching sports, grading papers, overseeing clubs, and the list goes on. Brown's side gig will start this summer when she takes on extra teaching work. The side gig will continue in the fall on top of her regular course load. Well, she has turned down the opportunity in the past, but this year the added income is too enticing to decline. When you break down the pay rate, I will be making more hourly this summer than I do during the school year. Brown teaches in one of the lowest paying districts in South Carolina, a state where recent teacher rallies and strikes have called attention to the low teacher pay and minimum benefits. Ooh. South Carolina ranked 37th in teacher pay with an average salary of about $50,000. So teachers in South Carolina can't live on $50,000 a year. They have to work 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Ooh. Brown plans to take on a 3rd job in the fall, working at a local McDonald's in the evening to support her son in college. Guys, let me repeat that again. Working at a local McDonald's in the evening to support her son in college. This is frightening. The reason I haven't jumped ship is because I'm from this community, said Brown. I left, joined the military, went to school, got my degree. Now I feel like I'm playing a part to improve this community by pursuing my passion. This one from Christian Simorini. I barely live paycheck to paycheck, says millennial side hustler Christian Simorini. Simorini works full-time as a content designer for a local company in Columbus, Ohio, and illustrates on commission for additional income. He also works as a queer artist and performer, taking the stage at various local clubs as drag queen persona Barbie Roberts. What the? Okay. I have bills, loans, lift fees, wigs, and costumes to pay for, said Simoroni. It's pretty much taking on whatever work I can keep up with daily life expenses. Following their passion, despite the long hours for Brown and Morney, both see side hustles as a way to pursue their passion. Honestly, I love connecting with other queer artists. Now, this is on Money Watch. 1/3 of Americans say they need a side gig to pay expenses. 1/3 of Americans say they need a side gig to pay expenses. All right, 30%. All right, and jobs are more plentiful. The overall economy has been an upswing. Yet, 1/3 of Americans say they need to work a side job to pay their routine expenses, according to a new survey. And nearly half, 45% of U.S. workers earn additional income outside of their primary career, a recent bank rate survey found. This includes 48% of millennials. The percentage of Gen Xers and boomers with a side hustle is slightly lower, coming in at 39% and 28%. So millennials are basically struggling out there. Side hustlers make an average of $1,122, like we said before, which is up from $686 from last year. And approximately 40% of millennials who do work a job on the side say that the gig brings in half of their monthly income. Okay, so almost half of all millennials are working 2 jobs All right, at least 2 jobs, and the second job brings in half of their monthly income. So they have to work 2 jobs to make just enough income to barely survive. Why Americans are hustling? The media always makes something up. A lot of people working side hustles because even though the economy is strong, wages are stagnant. Amanda Dixon, an analyst at Bankrate, told MarketWatch, for a lot of Americans, expenses are rising, but there are no raises at work. The average hourly earnings of private non-farm employees sat at $27.77 in April, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I know many of you don't make $27 an hour. That same month, the Bureau put the average hourly earnings rate at 3.2% per year, but the percentage isn't adjusted for inflation or changes to the cost of living. When those variables are factored into calculation, real wages have shrunk by 0.8% over the past 12 months and by 9% since 2006. Guys, wages have shrunk in reality by 9%. When you account for inflation and the changes in cost of living, wages have actually decreased by 9% since 2006. All right. So we're actually down almost 10%. Wages have actually gone down almost 10%. All right. Since the Great Recession. You've got to be kidding me. For millennials, a need to pay off student debt and desire to have more disposable income are all common motivations for taking on additional jobs. All right. Guys, I don't think you understand. When I say that there are many recession warnings right now, everyone is panicking, okay? Everyone is panicking right now. You literally have Americans are bracing for a recession, okay? I mean, it's literally there. And guys, the recession we never got out of the last, it's a giant global collapse, okay? It's a giant global collapse. You gotta be kidding me. Okay? And everyone's just trying to dance around the subject. But in reality, this is gonna be bad. Guys, if you don't have an income coming in, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have something on the side, you're in a lot of trouble. I'm just telling you the honest to goodness truth. All right? If you don't have a side hustle right now, if you don't have a business, okay? For example, when I say side, you need to build your own business. Expecting that you're going to go look for a job, you're crazy, okay? Don't start trying to build a business when everything crashes. Don't start investing in cryptocurrency when everything crashes. All right, guys, I'm looking at Bitcoin just shot up over $100, like almost $200 in the last hour. Okay? And it's not just Bitcoin, the entire cryptocurrency market just skyrocketed up. The entire cryptocurrency market. I want you to think about that very, very carefully. Okay? Think about that very, very carefully. For those guys, I've been warning people for years now, and I kept on telling you that we were out of time. People didn't listen to me, all right? And I'm seeing more and more people popping up on my channel saying, hey, AM, got some tips for me? How you doing, AM? I'm like, this AG now, but you know what I mean. I mean, come on, Sharky's actually, I was speaking to Sharky earlier today. He's actually looking to quit his job very soon. Actually, maybe in the next 2 weeks. I forget if he said. Yeah, I think it was. I don't think it was next 2 months. I think it was within the next 2 weeks. He may actually quit his job, which is pretty crazy. All right, but that's because he's been investing so much in cryptocurrency and he's building out his side hustle. He purchased his side business. Let me correct myself, not side hustle, side business. That's another thing, guys. These side hustles, they're disappearing. Side hustle is, oh yeah, I'm going to go work at some extra shifts at a restaurant. I'm going to go pick up a job at McDonald's. Those are your side. You're not going to be able to do that. You need to build your own business now, okay? Build your own business. You're like, how the heck do I do that? All right, I've been shown, for one, invest in cryptocurrency, because as the dollar shoots down, you're going to have literally all these cryptocurrencies increasing by 10 times. 100 times, 1,000 times, and I've been telling you which coins to invest in, and so many people don't listen. All right, look at this. Global recession fears grow as factory activity shrinks. Okay, this is from Reuters. This is from Reuters. New York, London, Hong Kong. Factory activity slowed in the United States, Europe, and Asia last month as an escalating trade war between Washington and Beijing raised fears of a global economic downturn and heaped pressure on policymakers to step up support. Such growth indicators are likely to deteriorate further in coming months as higher trade tariffs take their toll on commerce and dent business and consumer sentiment, leading to job loss and delaying investment decisions. All right? Some economists predict a world recession and a renewed race to the bottom on interest rates if trade tensions fail to ease up at a group of 20 summits in Osaka, Japan at the end of June, when President Donald Trump and Xi Jinping could meet. The U.S.-China trade war slumping. Okay, the U.S.-China trade war, slumping car sales, and Britain stumbling European Union exit took their toll on manufacturing activity last month. Don't forget, guys, Brexit. They're saying that it's very possible that we're going to see a hard exit come October 31st or before October 31st, because right now the race is about to start for, what do you call those people? The race is about to start for a new prime minister, and I think Boris might actually win in the UK. And basically, they're saying like a hard Brexit up by October 31st. Brexit was already supposed to happen. It's been years in the making, and Theresa May couldn't deliver it. So yeah, guys. I honestly think that when Brexit hits, it's going to have a major catastrophe across the UK. And what will likely happen, maybe everything's going to be okay, but what I think really will happen is that it's going to be a nightmare. And it's going to take years for them to really hammer out a deal and to get everything in place. It's going to cause the value of the pound to skyrocket way down. The pound is going to shoot down in value, and that's just going to lead to even more problems, significantly more problems. All right, and as the pound is going down, it's also, of course, the euro is going to go down, but the pound is going to shoot down. And when we know that when the euro goes down, when these currencies go down, when the US dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. All right, and like analysts are saying that Bitcoin is actually going to shoot to about $30,000 like almost overnight. Okay. And it seems very likely at this point. And the thing is, I said you shouldn't be investing in Bitcoin. You should be investing in crap coins. You should be investing in crap coins that will increase by 10 times, 1,000 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times. And I've been telling you guys to do this. All right. U.S. manufacturing activity growth declined in May. Separate surveys by the Institute for Supply Management, ISM, and IHS Markit showed the ISM reading of 52.1 was a surprise decline and the worst showing since October 2016, while the Market Purchasing Manager Index was at its lowest level since the 2009 financial crisis. We're at the low, guys. This is the worst reading right now. The worst readings, the worst decline. This is the worst decline we're experiencing since the 2009 global financial crisis. But everything's okay. Everything's okay. All right. You guys are going to go work your side hustles, right? I told y'all there's not going to be any side hustles for you. Either you build a business, create passive income for yourself, or you will not be able to ride this out. All right. And also get a passport. U.S. Commerce Department data on construction spend. But the thing is, if you don't have a business built, an online business where you can work anywhere in the world, all right, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. U.S. Commerce Department data on construction spending showed no change in April, disappointing expectations. But the report also included some upward revisions of data from the first quarter. Markets appeared to price in higher chances of recession and rate cuts by the Federal Reserve and other central banks. By the way, the Federal Reserve just cut rates again after raising them last year. Think about that carefully. Think about it. They're trying to stave off the recession as much as they can, or the evidence of it. And when it finally hits, it's going to be a doozy, all right? Now, recession fears. The trade conflict between China and the United States escalated last month when Trump raised tariffs on some Chinese imports to 25% from 10% and threatened levies on all Chinese goods. If that were to happen and China were to retaliate, we could end up in a global recession in 3 quarters, said Chetan Yaya, global head of economics at Morgan Stanley. Tensions flared again between the United States and China during the weekend over trade, technology, and security. Now, here we have another article, okay? And this one is interesting. Global recession. Here are clues. It could be closer than you think, all right? This one's an article from June 11th. June 11th, guys, all right? And this is written by Chetan Yaya, who was actually mentioned in the last article in Reuters. It may not feel like it, but this global expansion cycle is in its 10th year in 2019. Over the past decade, the global cycle has weathered a number of cycle-threatening events, including the debt ceiling issue in the US and the European sovereign debt crisis in 2011, the taper tantrum in 2013, the sharp fall in commodities price in 2014, and China's slowdown in 2015. True, global growth has been subpar until the synchronous recovery took hold from 2017 to H12018. But we have been lucky enough to avoid dipping back into recession. With the recent reemergence of trade tensions, can the global cycle continue to avoid recession? It is predicted on how severe the measures get and how long these trade tensions last. If trade tensions continue to escalate with the U.S. imposing 25% tariffs, oh my gosh, imposing 25% tariffs on the remaining $300 billion onward of imports from China, and China responding with countermeasures, we can end up in a recession in 3 quarters. Investors seem to disagree with the alarmist prognosis. Yeah, investors, people on Wall Street. All right. So while people on Main Street are suffering and struggling just to stay alive, people on Wall Street, they're basically just like, buy, go higher. Stocks need to go higher. Right? They generally hold the view that the trade dispute could drag on for longer, but appear to be relatively sanguine about its potential impact on the global macro outlook. Concerns on the impact of trade tensions stem from 3 points: pervasive transmission channels, nonlinear impact, reactive policy response, and with lagged effect, okay? All right, and the writer of this is chief economist and global head of Morgan Stanley. So this is written by the chief economist of Morgan Stanley. Chief economist of Morgan Stanley is warning, all right, that there is a global recession. I'm calling it a depression, global economic collapse, but they're calling global recession a serious global recession on the horizon. But no one wants to actually wake up and admit to it. All right. Here's another one for you guys. Duke survey: U.S. CFOs expect recession by end of 2020. Okay. Look at that. China chief financial officers think the U.S. is headed for a recession by the end of 2020, according to a survey of firms conducted by Duke Fuqua School of Business. Let me tell you guys something. Do not sit out there and start thinking, oh, well, if they say 2020, then we're all right. We still have some time. Guys, we're in the midst of it right now, okay? Do not, all right? Do not sit on your hands, okay? Because it's going to be swift. People begin losing their jobs just like that, and then you cannot do anything. You cannot buy food. You cannot pay your rent. You can't do anything, all right? So do not start thinking you're just going to sit around, because it's just going to happen like that. The survey, which ended on June 6th, showed that 48.1% of U.S. CFOs almost half, believe that the economy will be in a recession by the second quarter. Guys, by the second quarter of 2020. The second quarter, guys. Second quarter, okay? So they believe that the US will be in a recession, okay, by this time next year. This time next year, the US will be in a recession. The survey, and guys, they always tell you that the recession started like 2 years earlier after they announced it. Like, oh, the recession in 2008, 2009 really started in 2007, maybe 2006. That's how it always works. They're always like, oh yeah, it actually started like 2 years ago. It just took us a while to find this out. And the president comes out. I remember the last time this happened. What was his name? Bush came out and he goes, "It's not a recession, it's a slowdown." That's what they always call it before everything goes downhill. They always call it a slowdown. They always call it a slowdown before the recession hits, because they don't want to alarm the markets. And basically what they're doing is they're trying to get out as quickly as they can, sell and buy and do whatever they can, while everyone else is like just like sheep waiting for everything to crash. Okay, let me see here. The study found that the biggest concerns for U.S. businesses were attracting and retaining qualified employees, government policies, economic uncertainty, data security, rising wages and salaries, regulatory requirements, cost of benefits, employee productivity, weak demand for products/services, and rising input of commodity prices. It's notable this quarter how strongly recession is predicted in other parts of the world. Okay, it's notable this quarter how strongly recession is predicted in other parts of the world. Guys, this is a global recession. 85% of African CFOs believe their country will be in a recession by the second quarter of 2020. Likewise, 63% of CFOs in Europe, 57% in Asia, and 52% in Latin America expect a recession in the same time frame. But here in America, everything's a-okay, guys. It's good. Don't worry, guys. Listen to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I just make this. Maybe I make this stuff up. I'm spreading fear. It's okay, boys. You'll be all right. Don't worry. Just sit back, kick back, relax, because it's gonna be okay. You don't need to worry about it. Your jobs are gonna be there, all right? You don't have to worry about a thing. For the first time in a decade, no region of the world appears to be on solid enough economic footing to be the engine that pulls the global economy forward, Graham said. Trade wars and broad economic uncertainty are hurting the economic outlook. The survey found that the U.S. CFOs are strongly in favor of more accommodative immigration. Oh my gosh. So they want to use immigration to try to bolster the economy. According to the report, 83% of respondents supported expedited granting of green cards to allow foreign graduate students in science, technology, engineering, and math fields to work in the U.S., while 82% favored expedited work permits for STEM undergraduates. So basically, we don't even have enough educated people in the United States. Also, 79% of CFOs believe the U.S. should drop its lottery-based immigration policy in favor of a merit-based system, while 68% financial chiefs favor increasing the cap on work visas for seasonal and lower-skilled immigrant workers. All right? And here's another one for you guys. This is from June 12th. America's CFOs are bracing for a 2020 recession. Okay? America's CFOs, chief financial officers, okay? So it's happening in the US too. The longest economic expansion in modern American history could come to a screeching halt right before the 2020 presidential election. At least that's what US finance leaders fear. Nearly half, 48.1% of chief financial officers in the United States are predicting the American economy will be in recession by the middle of next year. So by this time next year, they're saying they expect us to be in a recession. All right? Think about that very, very carefully. What are you going to do? How are you going to survive? What plan do you have? Okay? I'm just serious. I'm so serious. Guys, let me tell you, homelessness is not fun. It's a horrible thing. All right. Many of you have never experienced it before, and for those of you that have experienced it, you can say it. You can openly say it. Yeah, yeah. You know what anger is talking about. Homelessness is horrible. It's a terrible thing, and that's exactly where we're headed right now. That's exactly where we're headed. Yoshu Flower says, "Oh my, yes, bro. I told y'all. I told y'all." Cryptonomy says, "Angry for real. Already shop shelves are almost empty. It's gonna go down heavy." Yes, it is, brother. Tim's out here hustling hard, preparing his Kickstarter. Very good. I'll look forward to seeing it. Tim's out here hustling hard. Tim picked up the cryptocurrency course, how to get tons of free cryptocurrency, about tons of valuable free cryptocurrency, and he's already gotten 15 different cryptocurrencies for free. Oh, 15. That was the last time he gave me an update. He's already gotten 15 different cryptocurrencies for free since he picked up the course. 15, all right? Let me see here, because guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be horrendous out there. Nature Monk says a lot of U.S. companies going to France, Belgium, and Netherlands. Yup. All right, this is not a joke. Underdog says, "Darn, I make $400 in side gigs a month on top of working 40 hours a week." Here's the thing, Josh. That job that you have, kiss it goodbye. That side gig, kiss it goodbye. Unless you're able to generate your own income. And you know what's funny? You're going to see all these millennials trying to become YouTubers. That's going to be the big thing, guys. The big thing, all these millennials are going to try to become YouTubers because that's the only thing that they can think of. Oh, I'm going to go to YouTube, start a channel, and start trying to get some ad revenue. All right? And that's going to be so funny watching them fight over ad revenue, okay? "Oh, please subscribe to my channel." I'm telling you guys, the desperation is going to be real. The desperation is going to be real, all right? Yoshi Flower says, "I already diversified." I hope so, bro. I hope so. Guys, I made over $5,000 last month from selling courses, and then from my memberships, between my memberships and everything else, I made over $8,000. $8,000 from my business. All right? I work for myself by the grace of God. Thank God. Okay? You guys need to start doing this. What I've actually finally been able to do was, first up, I actually did develop a new course, a new site for you guys. It's called LearnMe.today, all right? And I'm still expanding on it, but we finally got some courses up, and we have a 3-day sale on there. We got 2 courses right now, one is how to earn massive income on YouTube. That course is $139. But we also have this new course, which is creating your own online course business that will earn massive profit. This course is $500, but right now there's an early bird special of $299. So this is actually an entire course that's going to teach you how to build your own course business, and so that you can begin making immediate extra income. You're going to build your business. So this is actually teaching you how to build your own course business. This is not teaching you how to just simply make a course. You're going to learn that as well, but this is teaching you how to build out your own course business entirely. So this is really, really big. You need to immediately act on this. All right. Like I said, this course, we have about 3 days left. So there's about 3 days. You guys have 3 days to pick it up, to take advantage of the early bird special. You can get it for $299 as part of the early bird special. The usual price is $500. Okay. It took me about a month or more to actually develop this course for you guys, just to let you know how serious this thing is. Okay. Just so you know how serious this thing is. Right? So yeah, you can get, because I put in so much work on this. So, it's not a game. It's not a game. If you want to survive, you need to go take care of your business. So you can create, this is creating your own online course business that will earn massive profit. And you're going to learn everything in here. You're going to learn the structures, you're going to learn the steps, you're going to learn how to choose a winning topic, you're going to know how to, you're going to know about your online course platform options, you're going to learn how to choose the right equipment and software, you're going to learn how to plan out your curriculum and sales strategy, you're going to learn formatting and structure for your courses, you're going to develop a course outline, you're going to learn, I'm also going to teach you how to price your courses. You're going to learn how to determine what topic to make your course about. You're going to learn how to research content for your course. It's a complete in-depth system that I've built. All right. And by the end of the course, you're going to learn how to execute successful course marketing that will flood your class with students. You'll also enter the virtuous growth cycle of continuous passive income. All right. You're going to learn how to plan out your curriculums and sales strategy. It's a complete in-depth course that's going to teach you how to build your business, all right? How to build out your course business. So this is completely in-depth. By the end of this course, you will know how to build out your course business. I made $5,000 last month, all right? $5,000 last month. The first month I started selling courses, I did $3,600, and that's increased now to about $1,400 additional. All right, so I'm making a solid income, a strong, large income doing my courses business on top of everything else, including my membership business, my coaching business, all of that. All right. And I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do all of those as well. I'm working on my Shopify store. And I'm going to teach you guys how to put together your Shopify store so that you can start making massive money from that as well, because you need to succeed. But like I said, right now, the courses business is one of the fastest things that you can do, one of the best things you can do, because you can create it yourself. You can design these yourself, and you'd be amazed what you can teach. All right. If you think, oh, I can't make a course, then you're crazy. Okay. You're absolutely crazy. I teach you how to do all of that. I give you everything. I give you the resources. I give you the software. So you're going to be fine. All right. So it's $299 right now for the early bird special, but it's $500. Is $500 if you miss the early bird special. It's $500 if you miss the early bird special. So I strongly recommend that you head over to LearnMe LearnMe and pick up the course, because as I said, it's not a joke. It is tough. It is really, really tough out there. It's a nightmare out there right now. Okay, it's an absolute nightmare. People are struggling, people are suffering, and everyone, like, they're just basically, they've been lying to all of us. I just have to be honest with you guys. They've been lying to us. They're acting like it's going to be okay. It's not. It really isn't. It's not going to be okay. Okay, it's a terrible, terrible situation right now. And if you want to survive, if you want to make ends meet, then you're going to have to make changes in your life. You're going to have to start building out, your future. You have to start like I said, one of the first things you should be doing right now is investing in cryptocurrency. That is, like, you should be building up your crypto, and you should also be getting free cryptocurrency as well. All right. Like I said, with the free cryptocurrency, you can get them before they even come out. That's one of the most important things. You can get a lot of these free cryptocurrencies. You can get them before they even come out, before they even hit the ICOs or IEOs as they're calling them now. And you can get them before they actually come out. And this way, make tons of money off them, selling them before anyone else can sell them. All right. Tim has a ton of them, 15 so far as I know, as far as what he told me. Maybe it's more by now. All right. We also have a flash sale going on right now. Yes, another flash sale for you. This one is for 3 days, and all courses are on sale for $99. And basically, like I said, right now, you can pick up the how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. And that course is $199. You can get it for $99.99 right now. You can also get the how to take profit from cryptocurrency and not lose all your entire investment. A lot of people don't know how to take profit, and they end up losing their entire investment. You can also take the how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 100 times or more course. I mean, guys, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up losing everything. And you need to learn how to like I basically teach you. This course is $299. The how to choose / invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more. That course usually sells for $299. You can get it for $99.99 right now. And that course, I actually teach you how I evaluate coins so that I know I can figure out if they're going to increase by 10 times or 1,000 times or more. That is a very vital course for you guys. And this is an excellent deal. So definitely pick it up while it's still at that pricing point. If you don't know anything about crypto, like you're watching this video right now, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. I recommend going to the Introduction of Cryptocurrency course. I actually break things down in such a way that you can understand it. Because if you don't know how to invest in crypto, you're going to lose all your money. I'm just going to be on. You're going to lose all your money because there's a big learning curve. All right. If you're just trying to come in right now, take this course. Another great thing for those of you that want to make an additional income, generate income for yourself. For example, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. How am I going to survive in this? You can also begin day trading cryptocurrency. You can take $100 and you can make $20, $30 a day pretty easily from that in cryptocurrency. So you can generate $1,000 a month starting out with $100 in cryptocurrency. All right, just day trading crypto. That course goes for $179.99. You can get it for $99.99 right now. If you want to start investing in Bitcoin, if you want to start investing in crypto, a lot of people don't know that you need Bitcoin to buy most other cryptos. Usually it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, but the thing is, if you want to even get Ethereum, you have to buy Bitcoin. All right, so you have to buy Bitcoin and to buy other cryptocurrencies. And a lot of people end up paying a major premium. Sometimes they end up paying they end up losing like 70% on the dollar because they don't know how to get Bitcoin. All right. So this course actually teaches you, it's $129. You can get it for $99.99. This one actually teaches you how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods. You can actually end up buying them with cash. It teaches you how to do all of that. You're going to learn how to get them online. You're going to learn how to get them in person. You're going to learn how to get them without those giant premiums. Okay. So for those of you that don't know how to buy Bitcoins, you're going to learn how to do that in this course. That course is going to teach you. All right. Like I said, this course, how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it. This is very valuable. This course should be in everyone's library. It's $199. Get it for $99.99 right now. You can just stock up on tons of cryptocurrency completely for free. All right. Completely for free. All right. And then basically just as everything is rising, you can start selling. All right. All the links are in the description of the video. All the links, so if you want to take a course on crypto money, the links are in the description of the video, and the link to LearnMe. If you want to take the course, I'm going to add the link in the description of the video, but it's actually learnme.today. That's the website's URL. It's learnme.today. And I'm going to put a link to it in the description of the video. And you guys will be able to go there, check it out, and take the course. Because like I said, we are completely out of time. All right. And if you want to sit around, joke around, have fun, like I said, there's going to be plenty of, even the FEMA camps are going to be full. I don't know. It's going to be rough times out there. Anyway, guys, what are you planning? I mean, like, for those of you that don't have that are doing this side hustle thing, what are you going to do when everything comes crashing down? I'm already going to tell you, like, homelessness. Like, it's like I can tell you right off the bat, homelessness. That's what you're going to be doing. Homelessness. There's going to be a ton of homeless millennials, a lot of homeless boomers. It's going to be a nightmare out there. But you can't blame anyone for the situation because people chose not to prepare. They chose to just sit around and do nothing. All right. So whose fault is it? It's their fault. All right. It's simple as that. And you'll have a lot of people saying, oh, I'm depressed, I don't know what to do, I'm sad. You brought that onto yourself. You put yourself in that situation, and now you have to live with that situation. Tim says, angry, I got Opus, Dodge, Sia, IOTA, Stellar, Electronium, Stellar, Ripple, ETC, ETH, Bitcoin, Dia, and Cash, Litecoin, EOS, Raventron, Dime, and more. Thanks, Sensei. Guys, so Tim is like what, 20, somewhere around there. He bought the day trading course. He bought the course on how to get tons of free cryptocurrency. And this is just some of his portfolio. Yeah, he was having trouble getting Opus. So what he did was he's like, hey, could you pick it? Could you? I'll send you Ethereum, and you just get it from me and send it to me. I did it. I did him the favor. All right. And look at this kid. He has Opus, Dodge, Sia, IOTA, Stellar, Electronium. I mean, guys, this is crazy. Ripple, ETC, so that's Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, regular Ethereum, Bitcoin, Dia, and Cash, Litecoin, EOS, Raven, Tron, Dime, and more. And more, guys. I mean, he is, like I said, he got 15 coins recently, 15 cryptocurrencies recently, all for free because of that course he took. Right? He's not playing around. On top of that, he has his own game on iOS right now. And he's actually been asking about developing a course. He wants to develop a course himself, teaching people how to do the process of going about developing your own iOS game. I mean, your own Android game on Android and iOS. So he's like, that's something that will probably be going up on hopefully be going up on LearnMe soon, and you guys will be able to take his course. All right, and I mean like that, because for example, guys, he has think about this. He has that going. He has another thing. He has another project in the works. He's going to be launching a Kickstarter for it soon. And he has all his cryptocurrency investments. All right. I want you to think about that. All right. Because this is Generation Z. Generation Z isn't messing around. Us millennials, I'm not messing around, but the millennials and the rest of my generation, the millennials are acting a fool right now. All right. The boomers, they've been acting a fool forever. All right. They've been acting a fool forever. Okay. And and Gen X, like I said, poor Gen X, stuck between the two worst generations in history. I didn't stutter. We're the two worst generations in history. Mr. H. Will says, greetings, Angry. What's going on, bro? Guys, I'm telling you, this is not it's not a joke out there. Tim says it went from 29 to 5,000 downloads coming soon, guys. 5,000 downloads. All right, guys. I'm telling you, this is not a game. This is not a game. Shoot, I'm probably gonna put together my own mobile app soon. Then I'll take some. Angry, become a subscribe. Autonomy says, Angry, I'll become a subscribe star. Oh gosh. Let me see here. Cryptonomy says, Angry, already there were millions protesting in China was over some illegal stuff yesterday or today. Guys, there's always some crazy crap going on here. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to really know what you're about right now, all right? Because like I said, no one's going to come to your rescue, okay? No one. There's not going to be any government aid. Everyone's going to be out there trying to get handouts, all right? Like I said, you're not going to, don't think that you're going to be like the government's going to help you or you're going to be able to get charity. Your family's going to turn you, even your family is going to turn away from you. Heck, a lot of families going to try to turn to you like, wait a minute, you can't help me? You don't have money? What have you been doing this entire time? I'm so honest with you, all right? Everyone is going to be broke. Everyone is going to be broken. Anyone who actually has their own hustle, anyone who has their own business, their own way of generating income, those are going to be the people that everyone's looking to, like, wow, how do I do this? Like I said, you're going to have a ton of people turning to YouTube. A lot of millennials are going to be turning to YouTube, basically trying to act like oh, we're going to become YouTube, because they don't know how to do anything else. All right. And many of them are going to fail. Most millennials don't have what it takes to be YouTubers. All right. Because it takes a lot of work. All right. And the thing is, they think that they're going to become famous on YouTube and make money from AdSense. And that's a complete joke. That's not how you make money. All right. You have to learn how to monetize through so many different means, like selling courses. Go Monster says, gonna make money basically being a consultant and a potential crypto broker. Go Monster picked up the course. Go Monster picked up the course on building your own course business almost a month ago. Picked it up almost 1 month ago. 1 month ago. He picked it up. Sharky picked it up. Mickey picked it up. like I said, guys, all right, that was before it was even out. And we have the early bird special right now going on LearnMe.today. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in the description of the video. You can go there, get the course for $299 because the course costs $500. You have 3 days to pick up the course at $299. Let me see here. Yeah, consultant, potential crypto broker. That's another thing, guys. Like, you should definitely take the day trading. If you take the day trading course and you take the how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods course, those courses will actually help you towards becoming a crypto broker. I'll probably put out a separate course teaching you exactly how to broker cryptocurrency for people, because that's something I believe Tim was actually getting into. But I'm telling you, like, for example, especially a lot of people who are like, oh, I need crypto when things are booming, you can actually charge them a nice fee to get their crypto. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. You know, I mean, if you don't have a plan, then you're going to be completely out of luck. That's it. You can find links to all the courses in the description of the video. And like I said, on cryptomoney.academy right now, all courses are $99. All courses are $99 on cryptomoney.academy right now as well. So, we have a 3-day sale for you guys on cryptomoney.academy, and you can pick up any course on cryptomoney.academy right now for $99. The links are in the description of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you've been doing, how you've been preparing. Do you have a passport? Do you have savings? What are your plans? Because as I said, it's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse at this point. Guys, remember to turn on notifications so you'll always get a notification whenever I'm live streaming or put out a new video. Just remember to click the little bell. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you're currently in. Let me know. Brian says, hey, Angry, you're right. Coinbase can be a bit, for some people to start. But when I started my account, oh man, it wasn't great. Yeah, I told you. So Coinbase is incredible. It can be a bit difficult for people to start, but once you get into Coinbase, it is absolutely incredible. And it's phenomenal to use. Do keep in mind there are some limits on the Coinbase account, so it can be hard to transfer out like more than $10,000. I forget if like 10,000 a week, something like that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the comments. You can find links to all the courses in the description of the video. Definitely check out the new course on LearnMe.today. That'll teach you how to build your own course business so that you can start making an income and charting out your future. Because this is not a game. This is real life right now. All right. Love Cryptonomy says, stopped on food, but have my passport to run. There you go, brother. Love God, get money, and cheers.